Good morning, book lovers of the internet. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe because for every subscriber, I get a new subscriber, and I also read a page from a book of my choice. I am Book Nerd 802, and the Eurovision Song Contest of 2025 is now over. But in this video, I am going to be speaking about the second semi-final and about how much of a disappointment that was for me. I made some notes about every single song, by the way, rated them all on a scale of 1 to 10 as well, and I'll be letting you know. Well, we already do know, but I'll be letting you know about the ones I thought would make it to the final, the ones which didn't, and the ones which were basically nothing but a snooze fest. The first song in the contest was that of Australia by Gojo the Milkshake Man. This one I was certain would make it to the grand final, but it somehow didn't. That was probably the biggest disappointment of the whole night. I don't understand how it didn't make it through to the final. Honestly, I do understand that Australia is not a part of Europe, but at the same time, the song was fantastic, absolutely brilliant. It was cheeky, it had all the right moves, it had all the right staging, all the right lyrics, and somehow it did not make it through to the final. I rated this one a 9 out of 10, probably one of my highest rated songs, and it did not make it to the final. Just a massive disappointment, and I do think that Gojo was completely robbed. He deserved so much better considering that so many horrible songs made it through to the final. Next, we have Montenegro's song, which also did not qualify for the final, and I'm quite thankful for that because I rated this one a 2 out of 10 stars. Just for reference, this was the person dressed like a prawn cracker, by the way, and the song was rather boring, if I'm being honest. Next is number three, Ireland's song, um, the one about Laika, the dog who died in space. Such a lovely voice, such a unique and talented individual Emmy is, and she also did not make it through to the final. Yet another huge disappointment for the night. I rated this one an 8 out of 10, and honestly, may Laika forever live. I'm grateful that there was somebody who spoke about Laika's legacy in a song, and Emmy and Laika both deserved so much better, but I don't understand why they did not make it through to the final despite the lovely performance. Well done to Ireland from me, by the way. Next, we have Latvia's song, which I rated a 3 out of 10. There are some songs which are not very memorable at all. In fact, all I wrote about this one was that it was extremely boring, and that's it. I have no intention of listening to it again. I do not plan on opening YouTube up and listening to these songs again. It wasn't memorable, it was boring, and I'm not a fan of Latvia's song, but it somehow made it through to the final. Armenia, I rated 4 out of 10, and basically the strobe lights are what carried, is what I wrote down. Probably just another song which isn't very memorable, yet also made it to the final. Next, we have Austria, the winning song for this year. I rated this one a 6 out of 10. Honestly, I wrote down that this guy had a brilliant voice, but it was boring, very, very boring. The staging was fantastic in hindsight. I am quite a fan of lighthouses, but other than that, the song was, in my opinion, quite boring and not Eurovision worthy, despite of how lovely the guy's voice is. Next, we have the UK. I rated this one 4 out of 10 for some reason, but they probably deserved worse. And what the hell just happened is a very, very good way of putting it. What was that garbage of a song? Honestly, I don't understand how the UK don't really put any effort into their Eurovision songs, and they automatically make it through to the final. Next, we have Greece. Um, I gave this one a 3 out of 10. I found this to be boring AF for some reason. Not very memorable once again. Next, we have Lithuania. I gave this one a 1 on 10 and wrote down that it's hardly music. Somehow it made it through to the final. Not a fan. Next, we have the country I am from. the country of Malta, which I honestly didn't enjoy at all. I'm probably one of the few people who does not support the singer which represented my country. I gave this one a 4 out of 10. It isn't my sort of vibe, not the sort of song I enjoy listening to or watching for that matter. I found it to be rather repulsive and in poor taste, and in future we should probably pay attention to what singers we send to represent us during the Eurovision, because this was honestly an embarrassment, and it honestly turned out that way when we got the results in the grand final. Next, we have Georgia. I gave this one a 2 out of 10. Bunch of whining, basically. This one did not make it through to the final. Denmark, yet another song with the usual amount of whining, nothing original, all generic, just a bunch of yapping, whining in the middle of the stage. 3 out of 10 for this one. Next, we have Czechia, or the Czech Republic, I think, which also did not make it through to the final. Yet another song which was not memorable at all. Um, 3 on 10 from me. Next, we have number 13, Luxembourg. Luxembourg's song was absolutely lovely. Laura Thorne is the sort of person which I would totally date given the opportunity. If I had a taste in woman, she'd be the taste entirely, honestly. 7 on 10 for Laura Thorne. Such a sweet person. I completely enjoyed the song as well. Enjoyed listening to the language. Honestly, very impressive. And I found out that they spent a lot of money to make that song, and it deserved so much better in the final. But much like many, many other songs, it was completely robbed, basically. Next, we have Israel, if you can even consider that to be a country. 3 on 10 for Israel, more boring whining. They had a massive marketing campaign, which is basically how they got second place. And yeah, honestly, a disappointing song. I don't see the appeal. I don't understand why people enjoy the song. Very generic, very boring, not my sort of thing. Next, we have Germany. Germany's song I gave a 2 out of 10, but I feel as though I treated too harshly. In hindsight, I think it was probably better than a 2 on 10 because it is quite catchy. It is edited quite well, but for some reason, when I listened to it for the first time, I was not a fan. The singer is very attractive as well. But yeah, I think I rated this one too harshly with a 2 on 10. Probably would be a good 4.5 or a 5 even. Next, we have Serbia's song, which did not make it through to the final, and this one was basically just a bunch of confusion for me. I gave this one a 2 out of 10. Next, we have Finland, number 16 or 17, because there are some countries which I messed up, since the ones which automatically qualify for the final, I did not write straight away on my sheet. So next we have Finland. I gave this one a 4 out of 10. Honestly, the only thing which I really enjoyed about this one was the boobage. Those were some pretty lovely Alessias to look at, honestly, but the song itself, not my sort of vibe. The lyrics are pretty funny when translated into English, I'm not going to lie to you. And finally, I think we have France. I gave this one a 2 out of 10. Yet another snooze fest. I mean, when it comes to France, I'm not usually particularly impressed, save for the voice, and I feel as though Luxembourg really carried this year, and the Netherlands as well when it comes to the French language, more so than the French song itself. But those were my thoughts about the second semi-final for the Eurovision Song Contest 2025 in Basel, in Switzerland. I will be making another video where I speak about the results of the final, my thoughts on the grand final as well, and I'll probably be making a video where I put all the songs in a tier list because those kinds of videos usually do quite well on YouTube. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, share, subscribe. Take a look at the rest of my videos, my content, because why not? It's absolutely amazing. And I'll see you in the next one, hopefully very, very soon. Bye, guys.